Have you just bought yourself a brand new adventure motorcycle and you're thinking, how on earth do I handle this giant heavy machine off-road? Well, that's what my friend Mitch is thinking on his new GS. So we're out here today learning how to handle these bikes in off-road riding conditions. So if you're new to off-road riding or you've bought yourself a new adventure bike, today I'm going to break down 3 techniques, 3 skills that you can use and you can practice to quickly develop your confidence. So what we've got here is a little bit of open land where we can set up a couple of corners. We can use this to go around in the same way, or we can do a figure of 8. We're going to mix it up, get used to turning on both sides. The first drill is to practice standing up on the bike throughout the whole circuit. I'm going to take your bike for this, right? Yeah, I'm going to take your bike. GS. All right, let's go. Woo! She is a big girl. So standing up on the bike is how I like to spend 90% of my time when I'm riding off-road. So having a good standing attack position is really important. One, to be able to control the bike, but also to be comfortable for those long days out on the trail. A couple of things we want to focus on. We want to make sure that we are collapsing at the hips, which means our butt is going to the back of the bike and our head is remaining over the handlebars. This is going to make sure that our weight is evenly distributed and neutral over the motorcycle. Make sure that you're riding on the balls of your feet with your ankles slightly dropped. This is going to help drive weight back down to the bike, increasing traction. And finally, we want to make sure our elbows are up. This is going to create greater upper body stability, so we're not dropping our shoulders as we start to take corners. So the next drill we're going to do is exactly the same thing, but we're going to do it all sitting down. Now, this is not usually how that I would ride the bike when I'm riding off-road, but there are times where I do want to sit down in a corner to help with traction. Again, we want to make sure our elbows are up so we have upper body stability. We want to make sure our head is looking through the corner and it's not looking at our front wheel. Again, making sure that we don't drop our shoulder and eventually drop the bike because of that.
Look at this guy. So they won't drop your bike, drops the bike. Now he can pick it up himself. This is great. Oh wait.
This thing is so heavy. This bike is so heavy. So, one thing I find with the small front wheel and the telly lever, it's just like, there's just no feel on that front end. And particularly here, we've got like quite a sandy, soft, like cornering circle. And it is, yeah, it just digs in. You lose that front end and you don't even see it coming because you just can't even feel it through the front end. So what we're going to do for the last one is bring both of those skills together. We're going to combine standing and sitting together. We're going to stand on the straights heading to the corners. We're going to sit at the apex, and then we're going to stand again once we've exited the corner. And the reason we're going to do that is this is going to be more typical riding style. Once again, all the other things we've been working on in this video carry over. We want to make sure our head is nice and stable, looking upright and looking through the corner. We want to make sure that our elbows are out and pointing up so we have great upper body stability. And again, as we're coming into that corner, making sure that our hips are collapsed, our knees are gripping the bike, and our heels are dropped in order to drive traction into the ground. As you get comfortable with this last one, it's time to start picking up the pace. Really focus on braking hard straight into the corner and then sitting at the last moment in the apex, driving out of the corner and getting back on the pegs as quickly as possible into the attack riding position. To help do this more efficiently, it's so important to make sure you are on the balls of your feet. You're going to be able to move far faster up and down between the 2 riding positions. And I know some people may say, well, how do you touch your controls? Well, it's all about being fast on the feet and getting used to that sensation. If you've got any skills of your own and you'd like to share them, leave them in the comments below. And if you are wondering what are the biggest beginner riding mistakes that I see, click this video here to find out.